guys. Happy Saturday night. I am going to make some crab dip with you, some hot crab dip, the kind we put in the oven and bake. And it's something that I've been meaning to do for a while. We're going over to a friend's house tonight, and I'm bringing this, and it's just a good winter kind of appetizer because it's heavy and it's rich and it's warm, and you know, it's not a night for like, you know, cold things. It's really cold outside. Anyway, it's funny too, because a friend of mine was asking me the other day, she's like, oh, you know, have you made any new cooking videos? And I was like, well, I mean, a lot of the things I do are party food that I know how to do that are easy, they're fast, and I kind of know how to do like the back of my hand. And you know, we don't do a lot of parties these days. Not a lot anyway. Sorry, I'm getting a knife. So, to start out, I mean, basically what we're gonna do, I have two things I wanna do. Shoot. We're gonna use the stand mixer, okay? And I'm gonna make a big batch, and I'm gonna make kind of the kind of batch that I would make for a big party that would normally go in like this big thing, which is like an old like Gump's Gold kind of thing that Uncle David got me. And it's just, this is too much for like the 4 or 5 adults that are gonna be there, right? So I'm gonna make the regular size, okay? And I'm gonna put half of it in the freezer. It freezes really well. And the other half I'm gonna cook in this guy, okay? And that's like 2 quarts versus 1 quart. I think a quart of, you know, cream and cheese and crabs is gonna be enough for us. So I'm gonna get this started, and then we'll kind of talk about the other things that are gonna go with it. Okay, now I have a pound of crab here. This is actually claw meat, and it's fine to use claw meat when you're doing something like this because, you know, you're baking it with cheese and mayonnaise and stuff, and it's not, you know, you get the flavor of the crab, but it's, you know, it doesn't, you don't want like, you don't have to use like jumbo lump crab for something like this, okay? So that's gonna go in the mixer. And then I also have, we're gonna do 2 blocks of regular cream cheese. Don't use the low fat, no. The dog smelled the crab, and now the cream cheese. And you wanna leave your cream cheese out for a little bit. Oh shoot, I'm always like, oh shoot. It's so soft, I forgot. You know, when it's really soft like this, it sticks to the foil, but actually this doesn't look too bad. So just throw that in with the crab, 2 of these guys. And excuse me, there's also cheese on the board, so he's losing his mind, of course. So we're gonna do 2 of these guys, and we're also going to, gosh, these little foil things, sometimes they really like being closed. They're like, don't eat me. Don't open me up. Okay, there we go. Block 2 going in. I actually had to beg the guy at the grocery store to go look for block cream cheese in the back because all they had was the stuff in the tubs. And for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, the stuff in the tubs, whatever they do to make it more spreadable, makes it less meltable. Probably the carrageenan or something. Okay, so I've got this block of Gruyere here, and this is a 1/2 pound, and we don't need a whole 1/2 pound. We need 1/4 pound. So I'm going to cut it in half, and you know, there's the rind. We'll just leave that, and then I'm going to grate this onto this board, and that is going to go in here with the, or most of it is going to go in with the crab, and then we're going to put some of it on top. Okay, so I'm going to throw 1/2 of that in. See, shredded cheese. And it's about you want to have about a cup. So you put about 1/2 cup in there and keep about 1/2 cup out for sprinkling. All right, I'm gonna get rid of that. My box grater, right? And then we're also gonna do sour cream. Now I know the train has kind of sailed with the regular cream cheese, but the lactate kind of sour cream is what I had. So remember, it gets smaller as it gets down to the bottom. So we're doing 8 ounces, and this is a 16-ounce tub. So we're gonna do 1/2 Just remember that half doesn't look like half because it's smaller at the bottom or narrower at the bottom. You know what I mean? Okay. We're going to throw all that in there. Goodness. And let's close that up before something terrible happens. We're also going to put like a teaspoon of Dijon mustard in here. Okay, that's a little more than a teaspoon. Okay. And we're going to get some hot sauce. Not a lot of hot sauce, but just enough to kind of, you know, make it interesting. Like, you know, maybe a half a teaspoon. Several little, you know, glugs. And we're also going to put mayonnaise in here. And, oh, that's just enough. I had just a little bit left in this jar and I was about to open a new one. I have this really cool scraper thing, you guys. We just want like a quarter of a cup. Oh, it might not be enough. We just want like a quarter of a cup. Remember, what's a quarter of a cup? It's 4 tablespoons. And you all know, and I've said this before, I'm telling you because I love you. Duke's mayonnaise is the best mayonnaise, and there is no reason to get any other mayonnaise if you can. I know you can't get it on the West Coast all the time. Sometimes you can get it at the Dollar Tree in Colma, I'm just telling you. But Duke's mayonnaise is the only mayonnaise on the market, the mass market, that doesn't have sugar in it. And in fact, actually, I know like the Whole Foods one does too. It needs a little more mayonnaise. I'm just looking around here. What else do we need to do? Oh, some garlic. Shoot, I have cheese on my board. What are we gonna do about that? All right, a little more mayonnaise. Winston, off. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the mixer on low, okay? Just to kind of get those things to break up a little bit. This thing, I got mayonnaise all over my hands. I guess that's why I have an apron. I was making cookies with the kids earlier, so I'm a little floury. All right, and then we have, where's my other, oh, there it is. 2 cloves of garlic, which remember how we do this, we're just gonna smash it. I'm gonna pull up my sleeves so my sleeves don't smell like garlic. Smash it. With the side of your, like the flat part of your knife, and then just take off your skins and your heels. Ooh. I dropped that guy. There we go. Okay. And it's okay that I dropped it, because I dropped the skin. And we're not eating the skin anyway, you know? All right. So, I am now going to just kind of chop up this garlic. We want a pretty good mince. And, let's see. I'm trying to think of what, oh, so what are we going to serve this with? Well, I'm going to, I actually went looking for like that Christmas party, like, or not Christmas, but like the party pumpernickel, you know? And they tell me that we only get this at Christmas. And I'm telling you, I think that we are declining as a society if we cannot get our pumpernickel. I've already ranted about this on Twitter. Well, not ranted, but just said, you know, I'm just saying. We should be able to get party-sized cocktail pumpernickel in January as well as December. Anyway, but what you can do instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn this off, is you can get this stuff, like this, the German one that's like shrink wrapped. And, you know, I'm gonna, you know, we'll cut it here and then triangles, right? And, well, you toast it in the square and then cut it into a triangle. And, you know, let it get pretty good and stale. You want it to have a little, you know, resistance. So it works like kind of a hard cracker. Okay, now garlic, that's going in. I don't know what the dog is doing over there. But the cat is eating her dinner, and I can't imagine she's eating it sloppily. He's just kind of being weird. Okay, I'm gonna run this just quickly one more time. Okay, and that's it. And what we're gonna do now, it looks really soupy, you guys. And it will, and it's supposed to be. It's like a, here, hold on, let me rinse my hands. It's, we're gonna cook it uncovered, right? So some of that is, even though this thing has a cover, I'm gonna not use it, but I am gonna use it to transport. And that's actually something I was gonna say. It's like, you know, when you are thinking about what to bring, it's kind of, you know, you think sometimes like, wouldn't it be nice to make canapes? Well, yeah, it would, but you know what? They're hard to transport. Something hot like this, sometimes it's hard to transport. But it's good to have something that is, that you don't have to kind of impose on your host to be like, I need this bowl, I need that serving thing, I need like a platter and stuff. And so, you know, it's one thing to be like, oh, I need a spoon. But look, I mean, this is a good thing to bring that's sort of self-contained. I'm gonna bring the pumpernickel. I'm gonna cut up some Granny Smith apples and some endive and have that as well to kind of have a nice contrast to this sort of richness of all this, because that was a lot of fat in there, you guys, you know? And it's funny, it's like if you could see the beater, I'll show you the beater. The risk of my shoes. Oh. So I'm gonna go, shoot, I took this off and it's going to blow. Okay, what you want to do now is I'm going to get all this off the beater. I'm going to use my little silicone scraper here. I remember I had the funniest conversation, or not conversation, but I had this geology professor in graduate school who got really grumpy about people messing up silicone and silicone, because they're different, you guys. All right. Now, so you see this? It's kind of gloopy, right? And it's supposed to be. And I'm going to put this, you know, in this tureen here. And see, these tureens are great for more than just pate. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to put the extra cheese on top. And then I'm going to, see, that's perfect. I'm gonna put the extra cheese on top. The oven is on at 350, okay? And it's going to cook uncovered for 30 minutes. And then when it's just about ready to, like, when I'm gonna cut some of these chives up and kind of sprinkle on top. And that's it. You know, this is really great with like Ritz crackers or like, you know, French bread or something like that. I happen to like it with the pumpernickel, but I might bring a sleeve of crackers too, because not everybody likes pumpernickel. And that's that. And we'll just kind of put our little lid on and drive into Old Town and have our cocktail hour or dinner with our friends. Have a great Saturday night. I hope that we're able to continue moving towards having cocktail hour with friends again. And, you know, let me know in the comments if you have any questions, okay? Enjoy. Bye.